It's not proper big non-league ground, isn't it? Yeah, there's history here. There is. It shows you how much there isn't journalism at Bible because there's definitely some that could be looked into and by someone who writes good articles and stuff like. Why has Frickley gone from being like, say, you know, National League size, size of say, well, yeah, the thing is, you think of it, a lot of things of England is gone, boy. The cloud, a bit food, typically. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were always there. That's Frickley gone. Yeah. But I don't think anyone's going to the point of the National League, one league, National League, two, no, National League, two. That's it. Yeah. That's just, that was just, yeah. Like, we obviously, to, yeah. I imagine it's a struggle to fund this stand, because I bet you if we went to a two committee meeting, you can put one of those tent things up, because this thing, yeah, yeah, uh, red rose coach. Yes, it's gonna help. It's gonna be good today and get to semi-finals and hopefully. I hope we've been told. For me, I'm a bit nervous. I don't like the fact quite a few of us have been talking. Oh, pennies for them semis. I don't like. No, got to get that past it first. They're not. This is a tough team for it. They're capable of putting a few past. This is my stat for today. Is that six of the last eight Prickly games have seen one of the teams score 4 goals at once. Now, Prickly's done that 3 times out, six, and 3 times it's been done against him. So there's a bit of a goal in them. Yeah, that's no Og and Charles Iffy's cup time. Yeah, I think they're the main ones gone. Goodwin back in centre midfield. O'Connor on centre. I like Goodwin just being the one in front of the defence anyway. Good combative. It allows O'Connor a bit more freedom, I think. And he's been in a good bit of form last month, O'Connor. There have been times where I'm thinking he's not in this level. He's just got 3 times, he's a bit like, looked like a bit. But then this last month he's been really good, hard working, exactly what we want from him. God knows. I imagine Ben's away at some point. Yeah, yeah. So that's obviously Sam Green thing. I see. But then again, both Green's not eligible for this because I imagine he played for some tournament cash with this in some way. And neither is Dick Nelson because he's played in the Saturday Cup. He was reserved in the final. And if you play in one, you can't play in another. Watson. Watson played. Sometimes, yeah, but obviously I'm usually with the first team, so I know they play good football, don't they, at times? I'm very intrigued by it. I'm thinking, would that work in our level? Yeah, they did, and I thought there's been this debate behind the scenes of will this actually work? Big bloke who wants to just do fuck people. Yeah, it's an intriguing thing of whether that would work at all. Listen, mm. I know, I know there've been like people saying to actually need to sign some of all the writing not being consensual. But for me, as much as it's nice for the reserve win, I also don't play. What that matters to me is that those players progression from what we're playing. I think we sometimes get so obsessed with winning at all levels and forget the idea of everything below the first team is to be into the first team. And, yeah, there's no point really putting a load of money in. The idea is that these play like Ollie's on the bench tonight. Ollie, know that. Because he can't play in the Saturday Cup 'cause he started, didn't he, against the district at start at tournament. Yeah. Oh, I was having a look at the Senior Cup. It's Parkgate and Andup is the other quarter, which at Parkgate, I've seen Parkgate doing it. I could go either way that game, no, honestly. Don't know what the hell happened to Emily and Work. I'm pretty sure Emily's just giving that up and not trying. Yeah. Yeah. Which is weird. They leave it up so quickly, I thought. Well, yeah. Yeah. For me, when I look for that, I look for the team to get the first team. All the big players are not in the first team. I see the fact they were so willing to split it, which I a bit strange. Like, you look at where Sheffield tried to explain to their home team on time. You think, why would they give up that no advantage against a competitor no problem? You can't, see? He's responded. I know they're not bothered that for him, but I was discussion about for me, look good. I can't blame Worktop for that, to be honest. I've got only ticket price that was in one, but not Worktop prices. Yeah, so the end not yeah, but Worktop would do what they charge, well, they do. But if Emily's taken to the home team, they understand the ticket. It just I've made a mistake on the team sheet. I put Alex O'Connor in twice. Bloody hell. They let me do it once. Because someone just went, where's Ross Goodwin? I'm thinking, hang on, he should be there. Ah. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Well, you're bloody better. I blew my birthday candles and wished for a win. I told she was going to be. She said she was going to be. Jesus Christ, I hope not. It's like really, there's only three people on the bench for us today because there's a keeper and Andy Wynn. It does. It looks better than no. Often you come here. I think they try and play better football these days. Frickley. Yeah, Frickley. Years ago, Frickley, you'd be up in the air half the time. I think they do try and get down once more. I think they've had the under 23s. And and trying to go through that way now, and people once we got to this level, trying to read them. Oh, look, we don't end the task keeping this up. Should testing, testing, one, two, three, testing, and testing, testing, one, two, three, testing, testing, one, two, three. You're gonna find somewhere a bit close. You're proper non-league. My better commentary positions in here because I can see what you're doing the other side. Absolutely. Yeah. That will looking through the little training. I'll be going tonight. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, one, two, three.
Hello and welcome to Westfield Lane for the Sheffield Senior Cup match between Frickley Athletic and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator, Adam Allcroft, for this massive cup match in the quarter-finals. It is a big game between two old rivals. Frickley and Stocksbridge used to vie every year in the Northern Premier League East until Frickley's relegation over in 2022, and they do get to rematch today for the first time in 2 years when Frickley won 1-0 here on Valentine's Day. Hey, hey, they have faced each other before in this competition just 4 years ago. There was a 2-2 draw just before Christmas. It went to penalties, even though Stocksbridge had Liam McFadden, the centre back, in goal. In the end, though, it did end up working out for Frickley. They won on penalties and will go to the final of that competition. Teams are just coming through the tunnel now. They're not in the main stand. The tunnel is over at a new building to the left-hand side of us here as they get players come out. So we will read the teams out for you today. So for Frickley Athletic, it's Callum Bradbury in goal, Xavier Elkin, Josh Hay, Keenan Mannings, Alex Varley, former Steel Keegan Townrow, Luke Walker, Richard Collier, Lloyd Smith, Morgan James, and Matthew Hughes. The bench is Brandon Murillo, Zach Kersey, Lewis Binns, Reeves Bucock, and Isaac Jeffries. Noticeably, there is no Al Hassani Keita, who has scored 11 goals for Frickley in the league this season. For Stocksbridge, the team is Ben Townsend in goal, then Jordan Lemon, who comes in for a cup-tied Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Alex O'Connor, Charlie Oglesby, Riley DeSena returns to the first team, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Luke Rawson, Thomas Bull, and Jack Watson. You'll notice there is no Luke Hoggington. We aren't aware of the reason for that. The bench is Bailey Baker and Curtis Davis, both back from their dual registration with Gould for today's game. Oliver Novak, Andy Ring, and new signing Sam Green. We're just getting the handshakes here today. So while Frickley have been known with the last many times we've played before as a big physical side, it is a different Frickley to what we've known in the past. They score quite a lot, but they also concede quite a lot. 6 of the last 8 games Frickley have been involved in have seen Frickley, all the other teams, score 4 goals. Well, that included even Campion, who scored 6 goals against Frickley just a few weeks ago. So the teams are just getting ready just getting into position. Van Tensen's actually currently still in the centre circle, so we must be a minute or two off from kickoff. But actually having a good field ball before heading towards the goal. So our referee, well, I thought we had a referee on our list here, but we don't on our notes. So just having a few handshakes between the captains. Ross Goodwin leading the Steels today. Both will be hoping that at the end of this competition they'll be at a professional stadium lifting the Sheffield Senior Cup, a competition both teams have had such success in over its history. Frickley are very, very close to becoming the most successful team ever. I believe it only takes 1 or 2 more for them to overtake Sheffield Wednesday as the most, having won this tournament the most. So it should be coming. We are actually obviously slightly later than it should. And we're going to be able to take a bit more time because we are going to swap sides. I don't know how much you can hear it. And we do try and, obviously, kind of disrupt the microphone sometimes. There is a heavy wind here at Frickley today. You might hear the stadium rattle because of it from times, and it does mean Frickley will have the wind with them in this first half. It means the goalkeepers both get a good run out before we get underway. Looks like it will be hands off getting the kickoff. So it's Stocksbridge who must have decided this was how it was going to go. And the wind is already out showing its case because it's just rolled away from specifically as Ukraine. So Morgan James will get us off in a second. Not the referee, just doing his final few checks. And here we go. So Frickley Athletic kicked the game off in the blue and white striped shirts, blue shorts and blue socks, kicking from left to right, while Stocksbridge Park Steels in the red shirt, red kit, kicking from right to left, will have just got on the ball there and earned themselves a throw-in roughly on the halfway line. So the Steels, who've not won this tournament in over 10 years now, Ian Richards, one of his pledges when he first became manager of Stocksbridge, something that feels like it was yesterday, but also many years ago, did say he wanted to bring silverware to Brackenmore. Well, this tournament is the most realistic way of seeing silverware. He did it as a player, won at Hillsborough in the final. Now he wants to do it as a manager here. Frickley headed back into midfield, and Rawson and Poole get in the way of each other there, and that is going to allow Lloyd Smith to get the ball away, but it's been intercepted by Lemon. Lemon's going to send it down the right wing for Watson. Watson on the right wing, putting a cross in. Rawson tries to volley, it's just knocked away from him, bounced in the box, and Frickley are able to clear. Good opening attack from the Steels, though, just a bit clumsy in the final third, and back with Turner now, who controls it well, and back to Watson it goes, who is going to look to torment Josh Hay most of the night. Putting the early ball in, Rawson flicks it on, and it's just over. And the offside flag was also up on Rawson as well. Rawson had so back for a goal kick, and some good early moments from Stocksbridge. Back now with Bradbury, the Frickley goalkeeper. You can certainly see that there is definitely gaps for Stockbridge trying to exploit in the defence, but we'll soon see how Frickley can fare in attack here. But the wind, I think, disrupting him. It's just caught in the air. It's actually going the opposite way, so I think it's eating Stockbridge at the moment, the wind, and it'll kind of knock the ball forward there, but Frickley able to clear, get it to the right wing here. It was Walker trying to turn, but then Stockbridge clear it, and the wind just keeps it in here. Turner fighting, but sliding tackle takes away, goes away from Goodwin's feet. The wind is really having an impact as DeSena puts pass through to Turner, who allows it to go to Watson. Watson moving in centrally. He's going to go the central route rather than going onto the wings this time. Gets to Poole on the left wing. He's got the overlap from Tinker, and Tinker's going to charge forward. Tinker in the box. Sliding challenge stops him. Fantastic challenge from Frickley, and they clear the ball away from the sort of position Tinker absolutely loves, but they're able to stop him there. And then it's Smith trying to lead the counter-attack. Smith trying to put the ball through, but DeSena should have that cover. But it's caught in the wind, slows down really nicely, actually. But no Frickley player gambled on it, and Townsend has it in his arms. He kicks it out quickly, looking for Watson, and he finds him brilliantly. Watson, pass it back to Goodwin, then back to Watson, who's going down the right wing, looking to beat his man on pace, and instead he will pass it back now to Turner. Turner's going to look to put the ball in. Rawson tries to flick it on, and is it over the line? It's no, it wasn't over the line. Luke Rawson's off celebrating. It's not over yet. I didn't think it was either. Ross Goodwin did go and tap it in, but he was in an offside position in an early moment where Rawson thinks he put it in, and that's why you. Wait a minute. I believe the goal has now been given. Luke Rawson has actually scored. His lofted ball has gone over the line. I'll be honest. I didn't actually think it was over the line personally from this position, but in the end, Stocksbridge are ahead. Stocksbridge are leading, and it's a bizarre goal that I think the Frickley fans might have a reason to be aggrieved with. 1-0 to the Steels early on, and it's through a absolutely bizarre goal, with the luck being on Stockbridge's side on this occasion. Absolutely weird and bizarre, and not one that's going to be easy to write up about later on. Frickley has cleared one away, and it just gets caught in the wind. Oh, big boot away, and it's going to go. Oh, it's keeper. It actually is bouncing. It's good. It's almost in. It bounced really awkward. It looked like it almost was about to get over Bradbury and be one of those all-time spectacular goals that I don't think we've got anyone filming for it to be in. And it's actually, I believe, Bradbury wheeling back into his goal. That looks like it's actually taken the back off the goal a bit. It's actually the back post of the goal lifting off the ground. The wind is the main character at the moment. So it shows Lemon heads that away to Goodwin. Back now to Turner. Knocks it forward, looking for Watson, but Tyrone blocked it away, but only back to Goodwin, who's not knocked over the top for Watson to chase. Can Watson beat it before it goes out? He does keep it in. He pegs it back. Rawson trying to be first onto it. Cleared away. Throwing for the Steels. 1-0 here. 5 minutes gone out. Weird effort from Luke Rawson that lofted and looked like it maybe was saved on the line by Bradbury, but the linesman said it wasn't, but the referee disagreed in the end. But Frickley have just won the ball, looking to launch counter attack, but then Descendo goes in, comes back, and it's going to be a free kick. And back for Bradbury to take, who's coming up to take this. And can Frickley, who don't just have to beat Stockbridge today, they've got to beat the wind, which is really not helping them at the moment. Long ball forward and headed back by Frickley, and it's gone into their midfield all the way back to Elkin, who will pass it back into defence and long way forward, but just under Turner's feet. But DeSena gets it, touches back to Turner. Turner will turn and gets it to Watson on the right wing, where a lot of danger has been coming from in these early moments. He doubles back into the centre for Goodwin, who charges forward. Sliding challenge, tries to disrupt him. He can't. Goodwin continues going forward. He's almost into the box. Goodwin going all the way. Last minute tackle from Town Road has pushed him wide. Goodwin still on it. Back to Watson. Ball in. It's a loft ball to the far post. Key header away before Poole can nip in at the far post. It's a corner kick to the Steels. Really good football from Stocksbridge there. And Ross Goodwin, who somehow turned into Prime Zidane, just weaving his way through the Steel's defence. Not what he's typically known for, but almost working out for him. It was Keegan Tamro's former Steel that stopped him advancing any further. And now Stocksbridge have the corner. Here comes a corner, looking for that far post, and Rawson kicks it over. Found Rawson unmarked, and perhaps he should have done better than that. Already got one goal this season, and is looking for his second one goal in the game. Back for a goal kick for Bradbury to take. Just seen some comments. Mark Hayes before the game started saying, "Come on, Steels," and then Ian Sutton, surprised the game is on, blowing an absolute gale and stocky goes Steels. Well, I think no matter what weather there is in the rest of the world, Stocksbridge is always usually 10 degrees worse. It's certainly very windy today. Ball goes home, but Stocksbridge reading it back in midfield, goes to O'Connor, who gets it to left. It has gone behind Poole, but Poole will just allow it to go to his feet. Poole looking to cut in centrally. Little back heel to Tinker, who looks to get down the line, plays the ball in, cleared away, though, and it's going to go all the way back to Oglesby, who just rolls it behind himself and gives it back to DeSena, who is quite comfortable with the ball at his feet, as a lot of these modern young defenders are. Lemon knocks ball forward, and it gets blocked immediately after a throw. He's one of the old defenders where he's not as comfortable on his feet. Well, it's interesting to see, because we are probably over the years see more defenders in non-league be able to play it with the ball at his feet, because that's what the academies are teaching now. It's interesting in seeing this mixture of defenders who were not raised in that era. Anyway, back here for Lemon, who's going to skim the ball across over to Poole, who's just on the edge of the area. He's cutting essentially, he's looking for room for a shot, but he's not getting an inch of it. Lays it back over to left-hand side for Turner, who's trying to get to the touchline, and he's just been forced into corner, and then the sliding tackle goes in from James, and it will be a throw-in. Former hands-up attacker, again, a decent tackling and doing some good work in the defence, though. Frickley will want most of his work to be over in the opposite side of the pitch at the moment. Stockbridge are looking to try and extend their lead and make this, get this game comfortable as early as possible. A lot of big games for both sides coming up. Frickley trying to challenge to get into the playoffs to return to the Northern Premier League East. Think for the throw. He's not got many options, and I think he's a bit worried the wind might just take it away from him. Looking for Ross in the box, just chest off him. Kind of goes in, but cleared away. He Frickley head it on, but only back to DeSena, who has this comfortable at his feet. Knocks it forward here to O'Connor, and he tries to find the winger, but that is blocked. O'Connor gets it back, back to Turner, who then gets it to Tinker on the left wing, finds Poole on the run. Poole looking to beat his man. He has to double back, and he's getting a good physical battle. Passes to Tinker. Tinker into the box, trying to find the cross. He puts across him, but it just goes behind the goal, and it will be a goal kick. We are currently 9 minutes gone in this game, and it remains 1-0 to Stocksbridge. We'll try and keep you up to date with some other scorelines that are going on, but I don't think there's much else happening tonight in terms of football. But we will try and keep you up to date nonetheless on it all. No other goals actually haven't I can see of. Now Stocksbridge have the throw in forward, pass it over to Rawson, looking to get it to the right wing to Watson. Watson cutting in centrally. He's going to put the pass into the left. Poole has to stretch back to get it. Peels for offside. Turns, takes the shot straight at Bradbury. Good play from the Steels, just not able to find either corner. Poole, and Bradbury makes a pretty simple save in the end. Long ball forward. Lemon can only head it up into the air. Yeah, and it's going to be Frickley's to claim. They get it back and then they knock it behind. Hay here. Hay has to chase it. He clears it upfield though, and then that bounces awkwardly from Turner. Will able to gather it. Stocksbridge must have had 70% plus possession in this game so far. Not something Stockbridge is used to normally. Normally they are a team that likes having a bit of less possession and get teams on the counter attack. It's a different challenge today as Rawson miscontrols, and that allows Mannings to get on the ball, and Frickley looks one forward, and they get it to Smith. Smith will run through, but good standing challenge from Charlie Oglesby that stops that advance, and now O'Connor will carry the ball out, gets it to Poole on the left. Poole goes backwards, and then back to Tinker on the halfway line, puts the ball forward to Rawson, but he is tackled, and it goes now to Elkin, who will carry it forward. Rawson is down, looking injured at the moment. Elkin continue forward. Tackle goes in, but it's only back to Smith. Smith is finding the ball over on the left-hand side to Hughes. Hughes puts it in. He's going to take the shot. Right-footed shot. Just wide. And it's Frickley's first proper attack of the game. It looked pretty decent and lacked the final effort from Hughes. But the concern for Stockbridge is that Rawson is just struggling back to his feet. And that has been an issue for Rawson over the years. His ankles tend to be where the injuries tend to happen. We've known of defenders that have tried to target that in the past. And in the end, he will continue, and he looks all right now, and there will be no treatment. Sam Ewins, the physio, was ready to go on, but in the end, he will return to action. Ball goes forward, and it's headed up, gone all the way to Rawson's feet, who's touched it back to O'Connor. O'Connor carries forward, then he just halts his run. O'Connor tries the shot, and it's not that close to goal, doesn't even elicit a reaction from either sets of the fans. And it's going to be a goal kick. Back here for Frickley for Callum Bradbury to take. 12 minutes gone in this game so far. Bradbury sending it long here. Flicked over the top. Lemon will have that covered though, and pass it back to Townsend. It's slowing down as it goes to Townsend, but you'll get to it and big boot away, looking for Rawson, who heads it up into the air. Tamro heads it away from before it can get to Watson. Hay should have that covered, and he will boot that out for and it does actually take a deflection off Watson before it goes out, so it will be a throw in to Frickley. 13 minutes gone in this game. Remains 1-0 Seals from that early effort from Luke Rawson. The bounce ball that maybe didn't go over the line. Frickley could understandably be annoyed with it. I think I would have been if it was the other way around. Ball goes over. It's going to go back to Descent, who carries it forward. Tackle goes in, but he's going to keep hold of the ball. It actually earns a foul there. Definitely didn't think that was one. But Stocksbridge will get the free kick, and it's going to be quickly taken by Lemon, and in the end, it just loops into the arms of Bradbury. Nothing really doing that. I think Lemon trying to catch him out, but out. Well, particularly we're, I think, having a little protest for the decision. It didn't work out, and now Lemon will be targeted by this ball, but Descendo moves over, heads it away. Goodwin controls the chest, turns, gets the pass through to Turner, who can't get hold of it, and knocked forward by Walker, and it's a chase on this left-hand side, and Descendo will take the touch, and he can't actually return, though. It's going to be a throw into Frickley in a decent position. 14 minutes gone in this game, and Frickley are looking to try and get back into this now. After being under the cosh for pretty much all of the opening period so far. Keenan Mannings is heading over to take this throw in and looking at the way they position and the fact that even Luke Rawson's coming back. It is likely to be a long throw, though I have seen Lloyd Smith has dropped as a short option, and he is going to pick it up as a short option. Smith gives it back to Mannings. Mannings puts the cross in. It's blocked and headed away, and it's going to go to Watson, who could turn this into counter-attack. He sent the ball over, but I think it's just going to be a bit too far ahead. It's going to be over to Bradbury, who has good control and a good little touch to take it away from an advancing Thomas Poole. But in the end, the sarcastic cheers in with Stockbridge because Bradbury just went out for a throw-in. Lemon knocked it forward, looking for Watson, but that block stops it getting to him. It's another throw-in for Stockbridge on that right wing. Over in the middle now with O'Connor. He has to get back to Goodwin, who's on the right-hand side of that midfield. Allows it to go to Lemon. Lemon putting a ball in. Good clearance away. Varley over on the right wing, though, with Watson. Ball, lofted ball going in. Looking the near post. Headed away by Townrow. Header forward from Tinker. It's saved! Tinker's still looking for his first Stocksbridge goal and not too far from it. It's a good save from Bradbury after the initial punch away. Stocksbridge still looking like the better side in this one so far. Back with Tinker now for the throw-in. 8 yards away from the corner flag. And Tinker will go for the long throw, going right into the box, headed away almost to Watson, bounces off his foot. He has to go chase this on the right wing. He's got 2 men round him and he ends up losing control and now losing the ball. And then Frickley will look to do the counter, but Desenna's read that ball forward really well. And then Desenna gets robbed of it, but in the end, it still thankfully stays with Stocksbridge now with Lemon on the right-hand side. Lemon going forward, just slowly with it, touch it to Watson. Watson miscontrols Owen. Frickley get the ball back. It's cleared down the line looking for Walker. Head away by Desenna, and then O'Connor tries to touch it onto the right wing, but no one's there for it. Will be a throw-in for the home side. 16 minutes gotten in this game. We're in 1-0 to Stocksbridge. Frickley looking to continue a decent spell of dominance over the Steels in recent fixtures. The last time Stocksbridge were able to beat Frickley was back on Boxing Day 2018, a 2-0 win for the Steels with Scott Ruven and Alex Wiles scoring the goals on that day. Since then, it has all been in Frickley. As Stocksbridge on into a counter-attack, Poole might just beat the ball, but well out from Bradbury, who has come well out of his box to claim that one. Desenna heads the ball away and then headed back. It'll be a bit of head tennis, and Desenna another good strong header away. Watson has it now, tries to touch it back, but because it's a lofted pass, it's just started the head tennis again, and in the end, it just goes out of play. Big long throw, trying to catch out the Frickley defence. I think it might just end up rolling out. It is that's where the wind is not being in favour. Actually, the wind's so powerful, it's almost gone back into the new dressing room building that they have here. It's gone into the sort of makeshift tunnel that they have over in that corner. Remember, able to hear the wind here, which is picking up quite a bit at the moment. As Bradbury is now back ready to take this goal kick. Yeah, been a lot of Frickley wins over the last few years as Bradbury can't keep this goal kick in. It goes out for a throw for Stocksbridge, and just feel like while Stocksbridge are on top, they need to take advantage and extend this lead. They didn't do that against Grantham, and they were punished for it. Here comes Stocksbridge trying to put the ball in the middle, but it's poor pass. Mannings clears it. Desenna will put it back in, but it's just going to be intercepted, and Frickley will try and begin the attack again. With Mannings now, he's going to have a battle for the ball, and he loses it to O'Connor, who's going to go over the top for Watson, but it's just going to be too much for him. I think that may just go out for a goal kick. It is a goal kick. Stocksbridge will be able to throw in at least, but yeah, goal kick. Yeah, I say the last time that these two sides faced was back in 2022. It was the year that Frickley got relegated, but that wasn't because of the games against Stockbridge. They got 6 points against the Steels in that one. As Bradbury's goal kick just goes skews so badly, it almost goes out for a corner. It's not too far away. It's going to be an attacking throw for Stockbridge. This wind is very dramatic here. I'm actually not sure. Might have to see if I could talk to Dave, our secretary, after and see what the rules are and if you call off a game 4 wind and what it actually is, because there will be a rule in the handbook for this. I have heard of it happen at a few ground, but it's a bit mad at the moment. The wind is having its say. Back with Tinker now, who has it over to Poole. Poole is going to open up the shot. It's a great save from Bradbury. Poole's shot is curling brilliantly, and it's Callum Bradley with a fantastic save there to find that one drifting into the back of the net. Corner kick for the Steels over on the right wing here. Another good chance here, and it's Thomas Poole on the right wing. Here it comes as a low one, headed away at the near post though. Poole will get it back on the right wing. He will get a second attempt at this. Here it goes, back in again, headed away again at the near post. Back for O'Connor, who will not hit it like he was urged to. Instead, he'll pass it to the side to Watson, who puts the ball in. Deflected, and it's going to be scrambled and eventually just go wide. I think it was Goodwin with the last effort on that. So back to be a goal kick. Bradbury doing really well to keep his side in. I think he has had a good performance for Frickley so far. Some good saves. That was a particularly impressive one, and also some good sweeping up from some of the long balls that Stockbridge have been putting forward to try and catch out this Frickley defence. Here comes another. It's just the kicking has been a bit errant, but that one wasn't. That was in the middle, but it still goes back to Lemon Rawson, who flicks onto the middle just behind an on-rushing O'Connor. And then Tinker goes in with a tackle, and it's over to the left wing, but that's going to be no one there for, and Frickley will go get it for the throw-in. Here in the windy battle of the Senior Cup at the moment. Big throwing forward, goes to Ting chest down, but then cleared away by James. And there might be an attack here. And it's broke freely for Matty Hughes, but Matty Hughes has just slowed down. It's allowed the Steel's defence to get back just as they look like they were caught out. Hughes takes a shot blocked by the centre, tries to play the ball forward, deflected, and then it's back with Lemon. And Stocksbridge almost caught out there, and they get a bit of a let-off. Watson is being forced back here as well, and Frickley, that seems to energise Frickley because they've won the ball back in a good position here. Late across here to James. James forced backwards and into the midfield for Frickley, who are passing the ball with a bit more confidence after that near attempt. James has the ball back again. Back into Town Row, who takes a touch, and he's going to have to give it all the way back to Bradbury. Steele's pressing, working well to eliminate that opportunity, but Frickley remain on the ball for now, and Bradbury will send it long, but in the end, he sends it out and into the stand, and I just don't think that Frickley at the moment can play the long ball because the wind is just taking it away from them. Lemon waiting to get this ball back here. 22 minutes gone, 1-0 to Stocksbridge. So I can't blame you. I don't know what Bradbury's kicking is normally like, but I don't think you can blame this on anything but the conditions. Well in the middle for O'Connor, who's got acres of space to move into. He's going to quickly spread it out left to Poole. He's got some options here. He's going to move in centrally, but he's been blocked all the way. Gives it back to Turner. Turner's going to take the shot, but it's over. And I think it's a bit too ambitious there, and I think a bit too impatient from Stocksbridge. Probably could have done with a few more passes to get a bit closer towards goal. That was only for the spectacular that. He scored the spectacular Turner in the past, but I don't think that one was on personally. Anyway. Bradbury will get the goal kicked back here. And there are some short options for Bradbury now, which, with the way the kicking's gone so far, I would take him. But then he is going to kick it long again, and this time he's going to stay in, but goes to Lemon, who takes the touch, and Lemon he tried sending it long. It's well charged down by Walker, and it will be a throw-in just inside the Stocksbridge half. Lemon back in the first team with Charlesworth Cup tied. Lemon trying to do it on the halfway line, but he is being told expressly that it did not go out there, so Lemon is not going to be allowed to take those few yards like he would want to. And the throwing forward go, but Frickley will head that away, and O'Connor will head it back out in a bit of head tennis here. Rawson tries to control it, does back to Goodwin, who tries to find Watson, intercepted. Frickley clear it, blocked by Goodwin, and out for a Frickley throw. Then the District are 2-0 up in their game in a live score. As it's just another, just as we return to our game, Frickley again booted the ball long and he got blocked before it got over that far, and it's gone out, not just out of the pitch, but out of the stadium over to the fields over there that it is now. There's a football field over on the opposite side of the stadium. And we're just needing a new ball while some poor Frickley volunteer has to go try and find that. Waiting for the throw in here from Hay and to take it. I thought that looked a bit like a foul throw, but they don't usually get given, and Frickley able to get the ball away, but then only throws will boot it right back for Hay, who can only boot it right back out again. I do wonder if Stockbridge are going to struggle in a similar way in the second half, though. It'll be interesting to see how Stockbridge deal with these conditions when they're having to kick into the wind in the second half. Where they've lost the ball there, and then a trip happens, and Frickley get the free kick. And they look to take it quickly, but blocked by Goodwin, and a referee saying much as I think it was an attempt to try and get Goodwin booked for obstruction. And I think it is an attempt that might just work here. Goodwin is being called over by our referee here today. Haven't got a name for him on our details. But Goodwin will get talking to. Well, no booking and just a few words, I think, before from the referee on that occasion. Free kick, though, inside Frickley's half for them now. 25 minutes gone in this game. 1-0 to the Seals. Long ball forward by Frickley. It again gets caught in the wind, and DeSena tries to get control of it, but he loses it there. Knocked away by Turner, but still with Frickley here on the left-hand side. Single play, but then robbed of it by O'Connor, who's going to try and launch a counter-attack. Not try to knock it over the top, but while there were some willing runners, it was well cut out. And then Frickley tried the same, trying to find Hughes, but not. But he's back with them, with Elkin, and then a foul given on O'Connor against Elkin, and it will be a free kick to Frickley. I am absolutely fascinated to see how this free kick will go with the way the wind has been. You can see the net that Frickley is shooting towards is just moving about so much. Obviously, if we end up with a draw at the end of this, it will go straight to penalties, and I'm interested to see how it would go if we had to shoot them, especially in that goal, which seems to be getting more of the wind. It's taken short, this free kick to James. James finds the overlap, looking for Smith. Can Smith keep it in? He can't keep it in. It will be a goal kick. So, while I think that was a clever attempt from Frickley, definitely caught the Stocksbridge defence on its heels for a second. It just didn't have the execution it needed to work. Yeah, it's been back to be a goal kick for Townsend. Chesterfield are leading 1-0 in their game against Woking. Will Grigg is on fire. Yeah, he scored there. Long ball forward. Tinker flicks it on, and Goodwin flicks on, run then head on by Rawson. Rawson's in here. Rawson takes it quite narrow. Well saved by the leg of Bradbury, who's having a great game. Frickley able to clear there. I think just the angle just worked against Rawson there, just took it a bit too far wide. Stocksbridge still on the attack here. O'Connor takes a touch, he's blocked, he wanted the shot. Said he's going to have to pass it back to Turner, who flicks it over to Poole. Poole does the cut in, it's into the box here. Again, he wants the shot, can't take it. Turner tries to put the ball in, he's blocked. Turner gets a second tap, put it in, but it's beyond any Stocksbridge attacker, and it's going to be allowed to roll out a play for a goal kick. Stocksbridge haven't been able to take advantage of their moments in attack, and they may end up regretting that, because we particularly have looked dangerous a few times they've come forward. Back to be a goalkeeper for Bradbury, who is having a great game, and should Frickley advance in this round, they will have to thank him a lot for keeping the minute in this first half. If it weren't for him, it would not. But then again, they might not have had much pressure without some of the kicking. It's gone out for another Stocksbridge throw, that kick. The wind again playing its role in this one. Also to Watson, who controls it backwards, lays it back off to Lemon, back to Watson in the centre, trying to roll away from a challenge. He can't do that, and Frickley have got it, and they're going to try and launch an attack. They've put one over the top of Tinker's head, but Tinker gets good control of it, then actually loses control of it. And now it is with Frickley, who will attack down this right-hand side. Hughes has knocked one over the top. It's going to slow down really well. They're trying to bash Ogleby into the ball. He does, but Ogleby just about keeps it in and then clears it out to Poole, who tries to look away, but he's being well robbed by James. James put it in the middle. It's flicked behind the back, and no one's there for it. It's going to be a big sprint for it. Here, Collier gets to the first, puts the cross in. Head goes in. Great save, Townsend. Ball still in. In. Not cleared yet. Stocksbridge do clear, but only to the edge of the box. The header from close range. Well saved from Townsend. Here comes the shot. Enough block. And then Tinker gets a good clearance away. Watson's going to try and get the end of it, but Tamra will head it back into a dangerous area. Frickley still on it. Great save from Ben Townsend, who's had not much else to do in this game, but he pulls off the amazing save there in the middle. And then that's caught out with Turner, and then can Stockbridge learn to counter of their own. O'Connor then flicks it back to Turner. Turner will find Watson on the right. Watson running down the right, and the final ball is lacking, and it will go over the top and into the stand below. That's just a shame with Watson. Sometimes his final ball was like he had the beating of his man, he had the space. Rawson also had some space in the box. Thomas Poole waiting at the back as well, but unfortunately, just could not do anything with it there. Back here now for Bradbury, sends it long. Descender will head it away. Back to the right back side, not long, and all the way back to Oglesby though, who will control and takes the short pass forward to Turner. Turner gets immediately harassed. He does really well to keep on the ball. Oh, and especially under quite even more pressure, lays it off to Lemon really well, who takes the pass forward to Watson, but he can't beat his man. Hay will come away with it here. Hay continues to go forward at the moment. His pass forward bot, but it stays with Frickley at the moment. In the middle pass to James in centre of midfield. One to the right wing here to Hughes. Tries to pull the ball forward, but Desena controls it well, and Desena then little touch to Poole, who's gone over to left back at the moment. Poole will then let it pass it to Tinker, sort of a let's get back into position sort of thing. Tinker sends it long, look for Watson, but headed away by Elkin. Going to be battling midfield, but well hauled down by Collier, who caused the problems that almost got Frickley level again, as we've just had a huge gust of wind here. I think that's delayed Frickley the ball he wants to do. They've laid one forward, looking for Smith, but Descenda's in well, and Descenda's had a really good game so far in the heart of that Steel's defence. On the left-hand side now for Frickley, who have been growing into this game and much improved from the first 15 minutes. 1-0 to the Steelers still, though, as Hay loses control of this, and he's going to have to pass it all the way back to Bradbury. Rawson will press Bradbury, touches it, and then boots, so he can only boot it out of play. Good pressure from Rawson, forcing the mistake from Bradbury and giving the possession back to Stocksbridge. As Lemon goes forward, and we get the delight of a flying crisp packet, as I think anyone who watches American Beauty will probably enjoy that. The ball goes forward here to Goodwin, who's trying to get control of it, back to Lemon, and then to Watson, back to Lemon. Lemon's going to put a loft of ball into the box, and it's just about headed away by Varley. What goes back to Watson, who puts the ball in, but it's behind the goal and will be a goal kick. 33 minutes gone, remains 1-0 Stocksbridge here at Westfield Lane so far. In the League Cup match, Chelsea are winning 1-0 against Middlesbrough on the night. I think that draws them level in aggregate. Johnny Howson own goal. He'll be gutted with that, maybe. Bradbury's drilled another one out into the stands. It's going to be thrown to Stocksbridge, back with Lemon here, who trims the ball, looking to get it into the box. Goes to Rawson, controls it, but can only go on to the right wing here. Rawson here looking to get to the byline, looks to put the ball in. It's a small short ball that Manning's intercepts and clears, but only back to Turner. Wind is picking up even more now. Turner get it back to Lemon. Lemon cuts in centrally. It's a slide challenge. Great slide challenge from Rose. Stops him advancing even further. Clear it to Descender, who tries to return it, but it's only going to go back into midfield for Frickley. But then Descender robs it again as it comes forward. And back here onto the right wing where Rawson is. Rawson being forced backwards, and eventually the tackle goes in, bounce out, and it will be a Stocksbridge throw in a decent position. It takes off, you need to extend the lead because, God, I don't want to be defending in this wind and balls going into the box. Wilson controls well into the box, but they're knocked away from the last. I think that will be covered as by Frickley as it goes over the left-hand side, and they do clear away into midfield. And it's a good little escape there from their man, and then Goodwin goes in, but unfortunately a bit too heavy from Goodwin O'Connor, and it will be a free kick to Frickley. So back now for Bradbury to take this free kick. Frickley, so it had a poor start to this game, the early goal, because in the early goal as well, but have looked better and better as the game gone on. Goes forward, Desena will head it out of play. Luke Walker becoming so close to equalising with that header from close range, but Townsend making a fantastic one-arm stretch save as Desena makes a tackle there, and then Lemon clears it away, but just back for Varley to head it clear it away, and it's going to go here to Elkin on the right side, intercepted by Tinker, and there could be a counter to Poole. Puts it through the centre, he's taken out. Watson's the one who's going to come forward. Watson just loses out the ball, and no advantage given. Watson still actually has got it in the box. He tries to play across, he earns the corner, but Poole is remaining down after what was a siving tackle, and the referee, I believe, is going to make the decision here to book the player. I believe I would need one. Sam Ewens is going to get on the pitch here to treat Poole after being hacked down there on the counter-attack. Been accused of diving by the Frickley fans, but that will definitely be a booking. Referee has got the yellow card in his hand. And it will be a yellow just to identify him in a second. It is Alex Varley who's got the booking. Question is, if Poole needs treatment to stay off, who's going to take the corner? Probably Curtis Turner. It was Turner, I'd imagine, but I think we have seen a few of us take them. I think like O'Connor's taken them from time. And it will be Curtis is heading over to the corner where treatment for Poole is lasting quite a bit of time. There are some options if Poole can't continue. Oliver Novak would be the most obvious option. The young academy graduate who scored in this competition, scored Stockbridge's first goal in this competition this season. He's against the Durnan district. Curtis Davis is also a potential option. He has played wide a few times for the Steels. Though personally, I think he's better in a central role. So Poole is back to his feet, but he is going to limp off the field, and that might be Poole not being able to continue. It's not a good scene for him. Turner is going to take this corner. Poole will stay off the picture now while Sammy's going to try and continue treatment. Ian is having a little chat with him now as well. So Stocksbridge, as they start this corner, will be down to 10 men. The Poole is back looking like he will actually return now. So look for a while, that might be a net for him, but he won't be taking this corner. Curtis Turner will be. Most Stockbridge players are inside the 6-yard box. Here comes a right-footed one. Punched away, still in the box, and Frickley able to clear it without much trouble. To O'Connor, who controls it well. O'Connor takes a shot, and that's always high and rising. It's the barbecue that's behind the goal there. So 37-minute gone, bringing 1-0 to Stocksbridge, and Stocksbridge have not taken the chances to try and extend that lead. Something that I just hope does not get punished in the rest of this half or the second, especially when the wind is against us, where I expect Frickley will be probably the more dominant side, considering the conditions are going to have its say. Long ball forward here. Bounces quite well for Frickley this time, but this time the pass forward is blocked, and now back with Turner. Turner here is going to switch it, looking for Poole. Poole is not going to be able to get to it, though. It's controlled well by Elkin. Poole is fought for him. Poole has won it back, and then Poole gets wrestled over, and the free kick for Stocksbridge in a really good position. Over on the left-hand side, not that far away from the byline. It's one of those that defenders hate to defend because it's so hard to try and get it right. So easy just to turn it into your own goal, never mind anything else. Stocksbridge send a lot of their big attackers up. Charlie Oakes is in good goal-scoring form over the last month up there as well. And Jack Tinku's still looking for his first goal. Could have had it against Frickley a couple of years ago, but it was disallowed for offside. Poole here, putting the free kick in, lunging in, punched away by Bradbury. First to it will be Lemon on the right-hand side. Looking to put a ball in, puts the ball in. It's a weak one, headed away. Though back to Lemon, spreads it out to the right-hand side. Hey, looking to get the cross in. Left-footed ball in towards the near post. And it's almost in Bradbury with a palm away. And this is a fantastic game from Callum Bradbury so far. Another corner kick that for Stocksbridge. It will be Poole to take it this time. Just palms it from the underneath his bar. Almost floated in. Curtis Turner with the effort. Got sort of cross-come shot. Here comes the corner in and punched away by Bradbury again. First to it will be Watson, who will be well tackled by Mannings, and Frickley will try and see if they can get a counter-attack out of this. Ball goes forward. It's a really good ball, and Frickley are countering. Going through the middle is Morgan James. DeSena comes to the back room. The free kick will be given. Yellow card for Riley DeSena. Bit just clumsy from the young defender on loan from Chesterfield. Just clatters into the back of him, and it is a free kick and a yellow card, and there is nothing wrong with that decision from the referee. And now a chance for Frickley with this free kick. On the counter, a very effective counter. I'll be interested. Is it going to be a shot? Is it going to be a shorter effort? There are 2 men over the ball. Going to be a loft of ball looking for the far post, looking at Town Road, a wrestling match. And there's appeals for a penalty from the Frickley fans with that wrestling match. Curtis nothing given. Townsend will look to get a counter-attack going with a ball forward. Watson looking to beat his man. Watson is on it here on the right-hand side, and the ball is robbed from him there, and it is cleared away over to Lloyd Smith, who is looking to turn Lemon, but Lemon gets tackling out for a throw-in. Yeah, and where the Frickley fans think they should have had a penalty. Big wrestling match between Town Row and Curtis Turner. Probably say it's quite similar to that Jared Bowen incident in the Premier League. Obviously, the Frickley fans are not happy with it. It probably a bit, in my opinion, a bit 50-50, both players having a good tussle. And it's hopefully a clear one out into a throw-in. 41 minutes gone. Really showing that even with the wind, you can still attack that way, but just is a bit of a hindrance at times. Throw in for Frickley over on that left-hand side. As the fans make a bit of noise. Thought that was a foul throw from here there. And the Stocksbridge will earn a free, and Frickley will earn a free kick over on the left side. Another chance to put a ball, and Frickley having a good end to this first half after Bradbury's kept him well in it a few times. So big chance for Frickley with his free kick to put one in. Hallam are drawing 1-1 with Shirebrook in a NCL game. Ball going in, it's a lofted ball. It's a tricky one, but Townsend will claim it comfortably in the end. Townsend again will boot it out quickly. He's looking for Poole this time. Elkin's going to have to judge it. Bounces over Elkin. Keeper comes out, and keeper will come and claim it. You see what Townsend's trying to do, and it has almost caught Frickley out a few times. Just the pitch is just a bit too short for him to catch him at some. Here comes Bradbury's ball, and he's going to have it spin in the air as it goes to Turner, who heads it forward, and O'Connor will further head it forward, but only to be battled in the air. Stocksbridge then lose it out to James, and James will advance forward, and then flick to the left, and it will be caught in the middle, and Stocksbridge clear it away. Bit of Richard header from Frickley there, but no one's really challenging it. It's going to go all the way back to Bradbury, who has it under his feet, and Rawson is going to go and just try and see if he can make him pick it up, and he will pick it up. Herndon District are leading 5-0 now. Slice ball forward, and Poole almost got onto it. Poole got onto that. Could have been a big chance. O'Connor tries to win the ball, but it goes over to Hughes on this right wing, and Hughes has done well to break into space. It didn't go out like some of the Stocksbridge players expected. Flip ball over the middle. It's a bit too heavy for anyone there, but it is just going to go to Smith on the left wing. Smith facing up with his man. Smith puts the ball across it. It's going to go across the line, and all he needed was a tap in, and in the end, nothing happened. It goes back to James in the edge of the area. Stocksbridge haven't really cleared up this well. Over to Hughes on the right wing. Hughes puts the ball in, takes a deflection, and then he can only clear up the air. The wind's taken it. Townsend punches it. Townsend claims it on the second attempt. The wind almost helping Frickley. It's been an enemy of Frickley for most of the game, but almost it's threatened on that occasion. Townsend will take it a bit slower, sends it long, but that's been booted away by Frickley. But only back to Goodwin, who takes the touch forward, carries it forward before laying it back to Lemon. Lemon low pass forward to Watson. Watson quite deep back to Turner. Turner will flick it over the top looking for Watson, who then gets first touch, tries to volley it parallel but can't get it to a Steele's man. Bit of a tussle out in the two, Turner and his midfielder, and this time a free kick is given to Frickley. 44 minutes gone, near half time. Stockbridge will regret not being able to extend their lead here, because they will have a battle in this second half with the wind going against them. So Bradbury's come up to take this free kick, which is almost on the edge of the centre circle. Ball forward here. A lot of tussling between Riley DeSena and Alex Varley, who had gone up, but in the end, Stockbridge in it. Turner get it to Watson. Watson can't get control of it, but he might just get through anyway. Nope, Hay has that covered, and Hay will clear that one away. It's just going forward here to his left winger, but that's been tackled. Lemon going forward here. Lemon continuing, takes it over to Watson on the right. Is there one last chance? Watson tries to find O'Connor, but is well intercepted and cleared away to a Frickley man who was down injured and now is immediately back up again. And then there's a foul from the centre on him, and it will be a free kick over on the left-hand side for the home team. Just looking to see how much added time we're going to have on. We're about 40 seconds past the 45-minute mark. I think the only real stoppage was for Thomas Poole's injury. Hallam are now 2-1 up on Shirebrook. Chris Salt. Oh no, they're 2-1 down to Shirebrook. Chris Salt is the one who scored for Hallam, by the way. Frickley turning long again. He gets caught in the wind. Big head away from Oaksy, and that will be half time. So Stocksbridge Park Steels lead 1-0 against Frickley in this Sheffield Senior Cup quarter final. But it was a weird one. Rawson's looping ball. Well, it crossed the line according to the linesman, not the referee initially, and then it has been given as a Stocksbridge goal. Stocksbridge had been largely dominant for quite a large part of the game, but Frickley came back and could have been level through some decent efforts at the end. The wind, though, is probably the man of the match so far. We will see you in 15 minutes for the second half. Hello and welcome back to this commentary of the quarter-final of the Sheffield and Hallamshire Senior Cup match between Frickley Athletic and Stocksbridge Park Steel. I'm your commentator, Adam Allcroft, and we are sponsored by Jason Rawson, carpet fitter and supplier. Steel's lead 1-0, thanks to earlier from Luke Rawson. A controversial one. It was initially judged not to have crossed the line, then the linesman adjudged it had, and we haven't got goal line technology at this level. But my personal opinion is that it didn't cross the line, and the Steels have got quite lucky on that one. And now, the Steels will be looking to hold on to this 1-0 and try and extend it. They had him. Callum Bradbury, the Frickley goalkeeper, had a fantastic first half performance. His kicking was a bit weird. That's because of the wind, which has played a massive impact in this game, and Stocksbridge will be kicking into this half. And the Steels have kicked off in the all-red kick, going from left to right, while Frickley Athletic are in the blue and white striped shirts, blue shorts, and blue socks kicking from right. So the music has not stopped yet, despite the game is now underway. And there it goes, the music. We will not be getting a soundtrack to it. The only time we've had a soundtrack is during our friendly interest in May. We're at the fairground in the background. Anyway, the teams for you. No changes at the half at either side. So Frickley, I've got Callum Bradbury in goal, then Xavier Elkin, Josh Hay, Keenan Mannings, Alex Varley, Keegan Townrow, Luke Walker, Richard Collier, Lloyd Smith, Morgan James, and Matthew Hughes. The benches: Brandon Murillo, Zach Kersey, Lewis Binns, Reeves Bukop, and Isaac Jeffries. Frickley just putting a ball into the box, and it's gone through the middle, but then well in from Lemon, who's cleared that one away. Still in an attacking position for Frickley, and they've got it back here through Mannings, and it's being circulated back in midfield. James gets in the middle for Tinker, and then cleared away. So the Stocksbridge team is as follows. It's Ben Townsend in goal. Then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Alex O'Connor, Charlie Oglesby, Riley DeSena, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Luke Rawson, who was the goal scorer, Thomas Poulton, Jack Watson, benches Bailey Ty Baker, Curtis Davis, Oliver Novak, Andy Ring, and Sam Green. There have been bookings for Alex Varley of Frickley and for Riley DeSena of Stocksbridge. And Stocksbridge currently have a free kick with Ben Townsend in their own half. We'll see how Ben Townsend's kicking is able to cope with this weather. Number 4 is actually doing right well. It's holding up well for Ross to try and head on, but it is headed away into midfield and by the O'Connor, but it's cleared out. It can be a throw in for Stocksbridge. Actually, for that kick at least, Townsend's kicking doing very well. I think the thing you do appreciate from Ben Townsend, he does provide a bit of consistency in the area. Tinker looks like he might be going for a long throw. We saw that actually caused a bit of problems in the first half, but he's actually going to go for the short one. Then he goes back to him, tries to get it down the line to pull, but the tackle goes in. It's going to be another throw in again to Stocksbridge. Start that for this second half as well as it did the first, where after just 4 minutes they got the goal from Luke Rawson. And Tinker will have the throw here. Goes it to the edge there, but cleared back away and out for this time. It's going to be a Frickley throw. Must have come off us. I think must have been the pass back. Must have been from a Stockbrand. Wind will play its factor in this one. The great debate of football: is it better to play against the wind, where it might hold you up a bit more, or play with it and have it give you a bit extra momentum? One for the pub and the bar afterwards, I suppose. And one of the main reasons that we do. Tink has the throw-in now for Stocksbridge, throwing it long and headed on towards O'Connor, who's been forced to get back, and he's been intercepted by James. But so we get back to Watson, gets back to Rawson, who's looking for space. Tackle goes in. It will be a corner kick. Frickley are a bit unhappy because they thought Watson was offside, but instead Stocksbridge will get an early corner in this one, an early chance to double their lead. Thomas Poole heading over there, who did go down for a bit under an injury in the first half, though it looks like he is raring to go for this one. Traditional setup for Stocksbridge in the box with quite a few players. More in a bit of a line, really. No one really taking any edges. Here comes the movement, all into the 6-yard area. Stocksbridge try to flick it on, don't work. Oglesby will pass it back to Poole, who drills it, and it's blocked and out for a throw in very close to the corner flag. Tinker will head over to take this throw. I wonder if we'll see the long throw that we saw from him a bit earlier on. Must be something he's working on. We haven't seen it before. Leave it for these big matches with that place in semi-final. Obviously on the line here. Penistone Church away in the semi-finals for whoever waits. Here, Stockbridge tried to get the bounce going in their favour, but it hasn't done. It's gone out for a goal kick, and Frickley will get this. And Callum Bradbury was rushing over to take it there because I think if Frickley will be doing what Stocksbridge tried to do a few times. Frickley try and catch them out with balls over the top. That's assisted by the wind. That was obviously adding a lot more speed and length to any kick forward. See Hayes on the halfway line. Here comes the ball forward, much kicking, but then Tinker intercepts. It's blocked by Manning that ball forward and head over the top then. But then the centre will return it into the midfield, but then only for Frickley, who then tried ball forward, but headed away by Tinker. Back now for Poole, who puts inside, sends one over the top. Look for Watson. Watson breaks through. The offside flag will deny him, though. Frickley with some cheers, though. They think he's been offside a few more times than they've said. And they Frickley have resumed play pretty quickly here, knocking a ball through long. It's in the end, it's going to go back to Townsend. So Townsend rolls it out here to Desena, who will send it long down that right-hand side, but I think it's going to bounce. That will be back to being a Frickley throw. 51 minutes gone, 1-0 to Steels in this game so far. I think the ring is Stocksbridge will enjoy mostly because you can count on Frickley to get one goal. Last time Frickley didn't score in a game was back in November when they lost 1-0 to Bottisford. Goodwin will get it back to Watson. Watson thinking of the overlap, instead he's going to move in centrally. Move to Rawson, who's got blue and white striped shirts all around him. He's going to eventually get it to Goodwin on the right. Just needs the ball from Goodwin. Goodwin, it's a good-looking cross. It bounces into a dangerous stage. Oh, that's cleared. Poole tries to get the volley, and it's not good. It's really not that good. It's a great ball from Ross Goodwin. No one gambling in the 6-yard area for it. I don't think anyone trusted that Ross Goodwin's cross would be that good, to be honest. And in the end, Poole cannot get his volley in any way sort of right, and it goes out for a goal kick. I think today is a day of, if you can, take an extra touch. As Hay does well to keep that in from Bradbury's goal kick. It's a young lemon, but Turner does well to cover it, pass it back to Descender. I don't think was quite aware of it. And Descender's pass, I don't think Townsend was quite aware of it. Townsend boots it away. It gets caught in the wind, eventually to stay with Stocksbridge. With Tinker now. Tinker will send it long for Rawson to try and chase, but it ends up being covered quite well by Elkin, who knocks it off Rawson and gets the throw in to go Frickley's way. Throw goes forward, Frickley trying to get it forward, and in the end there's been a bit of a collision, and Frickley have earned the free kick from it. This will be where Frickley can get the ball forward, because even though this is a very deep free kick, with the wind as it is, this is a good chance for Frickley to get a dangerous ball into the box. It's probably adding about 5-10 yards to any long kick like this. And the Steels have to defend it like it's a free kick much closer to the box. Here comes the ball forward. It's actually calling short. Rawson misses his kick, though, and Frickley will get it on the left-hand side with Lloyd Smith, who's trying to turn away from too many. Has to pass it back to Collier, who recycles it into the middle for James. James will take the shot, and it's going to sky a lot wide, and it's actually took a deflection. It will be a corner for Frickley. It's their first one in this second half, and a big opportunity for the home side. So, Frickley here, big chance there. Lloyd Smith going over to take this corner. At the very least, Stocksbridge has scored here. The last time they scored here was in 2019. Lewis Witham scored against Frickley in a 4-1 defeat. Ball goes in, flicked on, good block, still in the box, another big block. Well, I think Jack Tinker with both those blocks. Another ball goes in, headed away by Stocksbridge. It's still in the box. Appeals for a penalty, but instead it's actually a free kick to Stocksbridge. It's actually the Frickley one who's come off worse from that as well. I'm just not being able to identify him. He's getting up now, though, and Stocksbridge get a let off. Good bodies on the line from Jack Tinker to keep the lead at the moment. Townsend will get his free kick in. The ball is staying on the spot at least. It's not as windy to take it away from there. We're seeing some of those comedy hijinks at other grounds from time to time. Goodwin's having a little moan at the referee for something, not sure what. Townsend here, and there he goes, gets caught in the wind, and Frickley will benefit. Heavy touch though to begin with, still with Frickley, with Smith, who's looking to turn into the midfield. It's first time that Townsend's kicking has got Stocksbridge into trouble in this game. Onto the right wing for Frickley, facing up with Tinker. Tinker trying to go in with the tackle. Tinker gets the tackle. Pass out to O'Connor, who almost loses the ball. It's still caught in there. Stocksbridge wanting the free kick, not given with Frickley on the attack. They're cutting into the box. Here comes a shot. It's blocked, deflected, and out for a corner kick. That was the win there, being a problem for Stocksbridge's defence. And another corner kick for Frickley. 55 minutes gone, 1-0 Stocksbridge, but it may not stay that way. Frickley have plenty of men in the box and some men on the edge as well. Here comes a low corner towards the near post, but it's no, it doesn't. I don't think it even stays in for a second. That and it's out for a goal kick. If you do want to join in on this commentary, please do give us a comment on the YouTube channel. It does actually help the commentary a bit because, and actually we just have a brief play because I think we've decided the ball is not suitable. It must have deflated, and we're going to get. It is time for Wimbledon new balls, please. And here comes the new or the ball that we wanted. They had the approval of Richard Collier, at least. Can Townsend have a kick that doesn't put Stockton into trouble here at the moment? It happened a lot the way around. Here comes Townsend's long ball forward, and will it stay in? I think Ross is going to fight to keep it in. He does keep it in, but Frick will get the ball back, but they're only going to get it back to Stocksbridge. Rawson flicks it on. Can Watson get it? Watson gets it to feet. He's trying to get it out to his feet as well, but then it does get a tackle, and Frickley clear it, goes over the top. Townsend will go over and control it. Takes the touch, and he will then pick it up as he was just being rushed on by Luke Walker, the man who came closest to a goal for Frickley in the first half. Ball going long here, looking for Rawson. Headed on, but back to Value. Clears it away, then headed right back by Oglesby. Goodwin tries to touch it on, but intercepted. It goes to O'Connor in the end. It's to Rawson who gets it caught under his feet, tries through, then the tackle goes in. Stockbridge not looking as good as they did in the first half, struggling with these conditions. Spread out to Hay on the left-hand side. Hyde tries to put it in the middle, but then DeSena cuts it out and takes a short little pass to O'Connor, who turns and gets it through to Poole. Poole is going to get some pressure on the back, but still gets it to O'Connor. Poole wanted the free kick for that in the end. O'Connor knocked it off his defender and earned the throw-in over on that left-hand side. And in the League Cup, Chelsea leading 4-0 against Middlesbrough. I think they've evaded the upset on that one. As Stockbridge's ball forward is eventually just cleared away by Frickley and out for a Steele's throw-in. So, not the most exciting start to this second half, but Steele's currently still leading 1-0. Just fighting against not just the 11 men of Frickley, but the wind at the moment, which is having such a huge say. Obviously, this is the thing, non-league wind has a bigger say because you're in these like obviously open-end stadiums like this one is. There is obviously fences and one small building, but wind can just breeze through as Stockbridge try to evade tackle Frickley, get it away, and it's good play from them. And they spared by the center, and here it comes, raking into the box, looking for the finish, the pass across to Smith. Smith is looking for this great save, Townsend, and it's not going to go for a corner. Turner's trying to get it away, ends up knocking it off the Frickley man and blocked off, and Steele's defending does really well to avoid Frickley being able to equalise there. They broke with some pace, the home side, but were not able to finish it off. Good defending. DeSena was outpaced. DeSena's had a really good game, but was left for dead on that occasion. But in the end, I think a mixture of Townsend and several Steele's defenders able to block it. Lemon throws it away, goes to Watson, who loses out on that 50-50 to Town Row, but then Poole will knock it forward, but goes out just for a Frickley throw-in. Stocksbridge is not able to hold on to possession at the moment, and at the moment it's all Frickley. Hay with the throw in, long throw down, but Turner will just head it away and it goes over the top to Rawson, who will try and touch it on for Poole. Poole looking to find Watson, but it's a bit of a crowd of Frickley players he's passed it into, and I'm surprised that Frickley have got it. Smith just flicked a header on, but Oglesby will have that covered and allows it to go back to Townsend. Townsend will take his time before picking it up. Again, it's Walker forcing him to do that. 59 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steel so far, but Frickley looking good in this second half. Townsend ball forward is going to be headed away and by Frickley, and it's over to the left wing. Lemon trying to cause a problem. Smith gets a beating of him, and Lemon trips him up as he tries to get away. It will be a free kick to the Colliers. Free kick here. So the man taking it's Morgan James. Who I say as I just say that he leaves it for Lloyd Smith. Taking it and here it comes a right-footed ball, looking like it's just going to curl right into Townsend's arms, and Townsend has dropped to the floor immediately. And actually, a bit of a problem. Goodwin has gone down to the ground there, but I thought that had been a non-contact injury, which is always concerning. But he is now back up, and thankfully. Long ball forward from Townsend. Townsend didn't look happy with it, but it's bounced over the pitch, bit midfield battle, and it's just going to be a bit clumsy at the moment. Goodwin's just bundling his way in, nothing given. Pulls filled out, lost one over the top for Watson. Goodwin's gone into the middle, and it's just going to bounce up for Bradbury, kicks it away, and God, it's gone into a bit camp town. Well, don't races at the moment. Bit of madness at the moment as it just no control from anyone. Ball's broke free for O'Connor, who's going to get into the box on the left hand side. He's held it up a bit, pass it in the middle. It's just going to be us. Goodwin's going to touch it on here for Poole. Takes a shot, curls and blocked. Poole's still on it. Poole gets hauled over. Free kick on the edge of the area for the Steels. I would say this is one of those free kicks that is probably a bit too close. The challenge to try and lift that ball over the wall and then get it to drop under the bar is very difficult. And is this somewhere where actually the wind slowing things down might actually help? Or will there be a potential gimmick to come from this? I can see Goodwin in a bit of space, and Rawson actually at the moment as well. I think Rawson's thinking, yes, pass it to me. So Poole here. It's actually on the curve of the semicircle on the edge of the box on that right-hand side. Here comes Poole. He's taking the shot, blocked by the wall. He can't get it over the wall. Will go out, though, for a corner kick. Told you it's very difficult to get it over that wall and then underneath, and he couldn't do the first part of that. Poole will now go over to take the corner. Now, Will, again, the wind holding the ball actually help Stocksbridge here. Despite Townsend's actually come very far up. I think with the way that the wind is, I think he should be staying very much in his box. Here comes Poole's corner, which is going past absolutely everyone. It's a poor one in the end. Watson does collect it though. Watson goes under a light push and he's not going to get penalised. He's back up though, and he's going to find DeSena on the overlap. DeSena pins the ball in. It's gone drilled for everyone. Gone to the edge of the 6-yard box. Drilled into the bottom corner. It's Thomas Poole. It's 2-0 to the Steels. It's a fantastic ball from Riley DeSena. Absolute top quality from a centre-back. Drilled it completely. Goes past everyone in the edge of the 6-yard area. Goes to Poole, who's coming from after that corner. And he's found the bottom corners. Thomas Poole has put the Steels 2-0 ahead here in the Sheffield Senior Cup. There has been a booking for one of the Frickley players as well during that. Obviously unhappy with something. Didn't see anything, though, to be upset about. And the Steels now 2-0 up in this one. And Frickley have a more difficult challenge for the rest of this half. And how much will that ease some of the nerves of the Steels' defence as well, which can only help in tricky situations like this. Frickley will immediately try and knock it long. And DeSena misjudges it a bit, but eventually just will rosette it. Underrated skill, rosetting it. It genuinely is. I'm not being sarcastic. A lot of young players do try and pass it out of trouble no matter what, and that can sometimes get them into more trouble. And learning that ability to just know when, just get it out of there is a key one. And it's going to be a long throw here from Keenan Mannings to try and cause trouble. I wonder how far this will go with the wind. It's a very high, long throw. Frickley get the first header onto it, but then Townsend will claim it. So that goal from Thomas Poole coming on the 63rd minute. The booking, by the way, went to Morgan James of Frickley. Believe for dissent. Morgan James not wanting to get the same feeling he got last year. He was part of the Handsworth side that lost to the Steels in the last 16 of this tournament last season, but they lost 2-0 as well. And Stockton might have a chance, but when Watson's flick on just didn't find Poole, Poole continued to close down. It went back to Bradbury, who just skimmed the ball over to Josh Hay, and it goes long ball forward. Lemon blocks it, goes to Goodwin and back to Turner, to Watson, who will turn here, and he's going down the right wing, cuts inside, clever footwork by Watson, finds the overlap of O'Connor. O'Connor puts it across, and it's saved though by the keeper. The next shot is saved again, and then Poole can't get the clean volley onto it. Goodwin's second follow-up shot is well saved in the near post by Bradbury, who's, despite conceding twice, has had a fantastic game. Ball long here from Bradbury. It's a good long ball. Tinker's going to have to be careful with it. He goes down under the challenge, nothing given, and it will, well, I say nothing. They will free kick now, and the Frickley fans are not happy about that. We haven't updated the score on the graphic. There we go. It's official now. 2-0 to Stocksbridge on our graphic. Free kick for Townsend to take here. 65 minutes gone, and it's 2-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. Goals from Luke Rawson and Thomas Poole. Doesn't it feel like a 22-23 game again with that on the score sheet? So Townsend, long ball forward, and there it gets caught in the wind, as a few have at the game. But then it goes back to O'Connor, sends on to Chase. Watson's going to fight for it, bounces just back over his head, gets it back to Rawson. Rawson thinking of the shot. Instead, he's going to try and find Watson with a pass. It's just too heavy, and it's back in Bradbury's arms. Bradbury will quickly take the ball forward here, looking to get it back to Smith, but Smith can't control it. Can go back for Townsend here. I think we might have a bit of problems on the audio at the moment. I'm not hearing, but I'm just trying to sort them for you so it's a more comfortable listening experience. The only thing that should be making uncomfortable is the potential Stocksbridge throwing this away. So back with Townsend, it is here. Ball going long, but but Townsend can't keep it in, and that's the first time we've seen Townsend just boot it straight out in this game, and under the struggle of these conditions. Ball going long, and then Stocksbridge knock it back to O'Connor, finds Goodwin, who pulls it back to DeSena, who's going to be put into some pressure, and DeSena will turn out and clear it away, but only out for a throw-in, and that's where, maybe passing back to the keeper eventually, but he's a young player, DeSena. He's had a very good game so far, got the assist. But now we will see Frickley's long throw. They're going to catch him out and do the short one to Elkin, and Elkin gives it back to Mannings and tries to get back to Elkin, but it was behind him. He does get it and throw to Mannings, but it has allowed the Steels just to relieve a bit of pressure. Some good play though from Mannings, then turning on a sixpence, but puts the ball into centre, heading it away to Turner, who's going to put on some pressure, but he turns really well, and then his pass forward is blocked by the referee and caught by Turner. The game will be restarted, as it is if the referee becomes an accidental defender. Starts with a drop ball. And Townsend is going to come up and take the drop ball, which is a interesting one. See why Frickley fans might be annoyed, because I didn't know that. And Townsend, in the end, though, just boots it out for a throw-in. Sometimes you've got to laugh or you cry. It is a very difficult conditions today for both teams. Frickley on the ball in the midfield now. Ball not long, but Turner intercepts, and Turner will carry it away. Ball if we're looking for Watson, but Townrow gets the tackle in, and into the midfield it goes over to James, who can't really control it, and so just a bit of a clumsiness, and Rawson almost nips in, eventually just boots out to left. It's actually turned into a really good pass for Hay. Hay's going to burst down this left-hand side, puts a diagonal in, but then blocked by Turner, and Turner will long ball forward. Townrow will try and cover this with Watson, and Townrow takes down Watson. Keegan Townrow knows Watson quite well. Both had time at Rossington Main together. And Townrow's just got very familiar with Watson again, and he's going to get himself in the book for it, it seems, as he's going to get a telling off for it. Frickley in the very Sheffield Wednesday-like shirt, actually. It's made by the same people, the kit, by Macron. I am going, as someone who grew up watching Sheffield Wednesday, he's going against my natural impulses to root against the blue and white stripe side. especially when our side is wearing red and white. Oh, what does non-league football do to you? But Poole here with a free kick and a good opportunity to get the ball in. Here comes Poole's free kick. It's a curling one. It's hauled up really well. Headed away. He's going to go to the edge of the box. Turner's resisting the attempt shot. He's going to get it back to Poole on the right-hand side. A second attempt to put the ball in. It's skimmed on the edge and Goodwin looking to get it on the near post. It's been blocked away by Frickley. Will bounce out and will be Frickley's throw near their own corner flag. So Frickley with the chance for a long throw from Hay to get it away. Goodwin will just head it right back to Hay. And actually, Hay's just going to go for a goal kick. 70 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes for Stockbridge to hold on for a place in the semi-finals. Stockbridge's Sheffield Senior Cup history has been great, but not in recent years. As Rawson controls it back to Poole. Poole flicking back to Rawson, probably the wrong pass. O'Connor was breaking in. Rawson down the right wing, puts it across the 6-yard area. Well claimed by Bradbury. It looked like he was going to pat it down to O'Connor for a second, but in the end, well blocked and saved. And Brickley are breaking down the right-hand side. Into the midfield. Goodwin trying to stop James going any further. It's a bit of a tussle between the two. James does eventually get away. Through to the middle to Smith. Back it goes to James. James diagonal looking for that ball on the right-hand side. It's just a bit too heavy and will go out for a goal kick. And that is where the wind doesn't help a team when they're attacking with it, at least. So yeah, this would be the first time if Stocksbridge were to hold on to this game and book their place in the semi-finals, it would be the first time they've reached that stage of this competition since 2013, where ironically, when they lost in that semi-final, it was to Frickley. Danny South scored the only goal of that 3-1 loss. Ball just gets caught in midfield and it's back with Frickley now, goes to Hay. He's going to drill it forward, goes to Smith over on the left-hand side. Lemon goes in and Poole ends up with a successful tackle. Poole turns and he's going to send it long looking for Rawson over the top of Town Row, who is going to just boot it away for Watson, can cause problem. O'Connor just misses his touch there, goes to Tinker though, gets it back to O'Connor on the left wing here. O'Connor will then put it into midfield for Turner. Turner just gets it caught under his feet for a second, but then we'll find O'Connor again on the left-hand side, trying to get down the line here, and then he's forced back to Turner. Turner will then move across to Poole. Poole is looking for a space for the shot, can't find it. Got over that from Goodwin instead. Poole takes a shot, and it's going to go for a corner kick. It's took a block off Town Row. So yeah, here comes corner kick Poole, who it was the second wave after the corner that led to the goal, with Poole himself being the man who scored it. And it's a good opportunity. Poole put a ball in here. Here it comes, ball coming in, looking for that far post. Header from Oglesby and well claimed under the bar by Bradbury. Clean header from Oglesby, just not got the direction. Long ball from Bradbury here. It could be a problem, and it's Hughes trying to do it, and it goes past Townsend, and in the end goes out for a corner kick. Lemon and Townsend are not happy with each other over the defender. That Townsend's done a little clip of a Lemon's shoulder for the defender of that one. That's just the heat of the arguments, but they will need to calm down quickly and get on defending this set piece. Lemon and Townsend both very passionate people, and it's what you want sometimes, and just got to make sure it just doesn't boil over, and that Stockbridge are able to defend this. Short corner taken on the edge, and it goes back now. Here it goes, clipped in, and it's going to bounce awkwardly over at the far post, and somehow not in the back of the net. That last touch coming from Keenan Mannings. Short corner caught out the steals for a second. We are going to see a substitution. Curtis Davis is going to be coming on, and Thomas Poole, the goal scorer, is going to come off. So Curtis Davis, who has been on dual registration with Gould, he actually scored for Gould, not this Saturday, the Saturday before, and he will get a chance to show Ian why he should be in Stockbridge's plans, not Gould's plans. See, Gould's have had a bit of a interesting time here at Frickley over in their Boxing Day fixture, which I don't believe I can talk about any further than that. Anyway, back here with Smith, who's trying to turn, but well in from Goodwin, but it is just going to go back to Hay, who's put a ball forward. It might have just caught out the Steel's defence, but no, the offside flag goes up on Hughes there. Frickley fans not particularly happy with that decision. He had acres of space, but in the end, Stockbridge will get the ball back with the free kick. 2-2 between Hallam and Shirebrook. Hallam are looking for a bit, are out. Obviously, we knocked Hallam out of this tournament. Hallam looking for a bit more than just a place either at the Eco Power Stadium or Bramall Lane, wherever the final may be. They're looking for a place at Wembley with their run in the FA Vars. They're just, I believe, 3 games away from Wembley, just like Emily, a team that lost 10-0 to Worksop in the quarterfinals the other week. Tinker long throw here, looking for Rawson, but Frickley do defend and Mannings gets it away, but only to Turner, who will keep this pressure on. As Ruto O'Connor tries to flick it through, well blocked by Frickley. Goodwin chasing it down. Good does knocks it to the right where Lemon will race for it, and he does, and he knocks it past his man here. Last day, Lemon will put the ball in, blocked by Collier. Collier now desperately trying to keep it in, and he does. Good work from Collier, but he's only going to return it to Lemon. Lemon gets the time to put a cross in. It's a lofted one and almost dips under the bar. Davis is going to chase it down over on this left wing. It's his first touches of the game. He gives it back to O'Connor. Davis, who's taken a place on the left wing, cutting into the central area now. Lays it back to Turner. Turner will look to create this overload on the left-hand side that Stockbridge do like doing. Duffed over the top and can Stockbridge break. They broke the offside trap into the byline here. Put the ball over the top and almost at the far end is Goodwin looking for to seal this game. And now Frickley do clear. Defender will look to have this covered here as he's having some problems here, and he has to just rose at it. He can't get a full proper clearance, and some of these on balls are still causing problems. Some good busy work from Luke Walker there. As Lloyd Smith advances further here, looking to get the ball back. I think the ball has been knocked off Turner and then goes back into the box. Townsend will just control it with his feet, and he's actually just waiting for the attacker, I think, to come up and challenge him, and eventually Lloyd Smith goes over and Townsend has to pick it up. It is 77 minutes gone in this game. Steele's leading 2-0 at this stage. Ball going long here. Knocked away, but only going back to Lemon. Lemon takes a touch and going forward for Watson, who gets a bit of a nibble on the back of his feet, and he will get the free kick. Not the worst challenge we've seen all day from, but definitely is one, I'm afraid. Turner will take this one with Poole now off the pitch. Turner with this free kick now. So we're still sending plenty of people forward. O'Connor and Lemon left back. Here comes the ball in. It's bounced away and it's going to go to the left-hand side. Smith will be the first onto it. He's looking to turn, trying to see if he can launch a counter-attack. Turner's trying to slow him down. He does, and then Rawson with a big sliding challenge. It's so big, it's going to go out for a goal kick. And we are going to get a substitution. Frickley are the ones making the substitution. It's Reeves Bucock, the man coming on. Also what you say to scare a chicken. He's going to be coming on for Richard Collier. Richard Collier, I think, has an industrious performance in the midfield. And this is what Frickley are trying to do to see how they can get themselves back into this game. Not a bad idea. While Bucock has made more substitute appearances than starts, he has scored 3 goals for Frickley. But it's Davis on the attack at the moment on the left wing. Puts in centrally. Lays it off for Goodwin. Goodwin taking the touch. Goodwin's going to take the shot. Blocked. It's going to go back to Goodwin, who this time will pass it out to Davis on the left. Goodwin's going to offer himself as an option again. Goodwin's going to race for it, but yeah, I think it's a bit too slow, and he's gone into the back of the Frickley man. I think he's gone down a bit softly, and there's a few words there between him and Elkin, and it will be a free kick in that corner. Can I just say, Ross Goodwin hasn't got a yellow card yet. 79 minutes gone. And it's back now with Bradbury, who sends it long here. Headed away by Oglesby and into midfield to Goodwin, and Goodwin just loses control of it. Goes to Smith now back to Mannings, who recycles it to James. And James being harassed by Goodwin, getting the bad angle of Goodwin in those little sequence there. Spread out to Hay on the left-hand side, who tries the audacious, but it's going to drop and go into Townsend's arms. Well, it would have been spectacular had it gone in. But we've said that about a lot of shots over the years. We have entered the 80th minute, 10 minutes plus added time to go. Ball gets caught up in the air from Townsend. Goodwin will challenge for it, so he does eventually win it out and get it to Davies, who has a defender go through the back of him, nothing given for it. So Stockbridge on the ball. Turner will find Davies again on this left-hand side, running at his man, and he's trying to find the pass forward to Watson, but it has been intercepted. Back to O'Connor, who will give it back to Davies over on the left wing. He's going to try and get down the byline here. I think, has his touch too heavy? Yes, his touch is too heavy. Rawson's appealing for something, but no, he's just a too heavy a touch, and good defending from Frickley, and it goes out for the goal kick. Ball goes long here, but goes back to Stocksbridge here. Goes to O'Connor. Tries ball forward to Rawson, who turns well. Lays it off for Davies well on the left wing. Trying to find Watson with the ball in, but well intercepted by Varley, who clears away, but only back to Stocksbridge. To O'Connor again. Now back to the left-hand side for Tinker. Tinker puts it over through to Davis on the left wing, put it in middle, and good touching. Got it in the left, putting the ball in, but no one's really there to knock it in. Goodwin waits on the far post, but blocked before it can get to him. Turner has it back. Stocksbridge with a great spell of possession here, and there's a whip ball from Turner that has to be flicked away by the hand of Bradbury, and it's out for a corner kick. Stockbridge looking to really just confirm their place in the semi-finals. That away trip to Penistone Church, that reuniting of Ian Richards and Penistone, and there's so many former Stockbridge players there at Penistone as well. You think of the likes of Brett Lovell, part of the coaching team, and so many potential things that happen. It's a blockbuster game potentially, but there is still plenty to go in this one. Corner going in and almost falling for DeSena there. Davies is going to race out to get this. He does on the left-hand side, lays off to O'Connor in a central area, who will take it forward. Goes it into the middle to Turner, then the 1-2 just a bit off target. O'Connor has to chase it down a bit. Still has it though, and he's looking to put the ball in, but instead we'll try and find Turner. It's intercepted, but then Luke Troll Turner takes a shot. Well saved, Bradbury. He gets passed back now to Watson. His shot's not the most powerful. It's easily blocked, and now Frickley will look to launch a counter-attack. They try to find Hughes, but well read by Jordan Lemon, and he will then try and turn this into attack. He gets it through to Watson. Watson cutting the inside, gets past one man, and then he can't get through. Goodwin's trying to bundle his way through. Goodwin gets it back, and he's almost bundled his way through a second, and then a big line challenge to get back. It's a no appeals for a foul. It wasn't one, but it still went back to Frickley, and now it goes back to DeSena here. DeSena will carry it forward here for a bit. Happy to slow it down, Stocksbridge, at the moment. Ball forward, looking for O'Connor. Town Row will head it away to Hay, and then it's just getting caught up in there as a Stocksbridge battle for the ball, and they get the throw in as well. There will be another substitute for Frickley now. It's Zach Kersey coming on. Kersey will be coming on for Matthew Hughes, who has been a busy little winger today. So Kersey comes on here. Kersey still looking for his first Frickley goal here, making his 9th appearance for the club. As Frickley can get pressed in the corner and can only boot it out for another. Stockbridge throwing in a good position. Lemon heading over to take it. Brighouse are winning in the Northern Premier League East against Belper 2-1. Darius Smith has just scored that goal for them. Throwing for Lemon to Watson. Watson looking to turn his man, but the tackle goes in and it's close to puff leg. It'll be another throw in at that corner. 85 minutes gone in this game. Stocksbridge are game managing this one to a T at the moment. Lemon, long throw into the box. A good one, and then headed it over their own bar by Townrow. Townrow almost forgot what he's not playing for Stocksbridge anymore. It's going to be a corner kick. King and Townrow never got on the score sheet for Stocksbridge. Did have a disallowed goal against Hebburn, but never did it in the game. Last appearance was in that playoff semi-final that we lost on penalties, sacrificed at half-time. As Turner goes over to take this corner. Can Stocksbridge kill this one off? Corner going in, trim one goes beyond, knocked into the 6-yard area. Descender will head it back in, almost flicked in. It was Rawson trying to get on the end of it, but now Bradbury will kick out clear it quickly, but it's only going to go back into the midfield for Stocksbridge. Led out to Turner on the right-hand side. Turner is going to flip one over looking for Rawson left wing, but the offside flag is going to go up on him. Bradbury will get the ball back. So 86 minutes gone in this game. 2-0 to the Steels. Bradbury kicks it short to Townrow. Watson triggers the press. Townrow gets through and it's blocked by Goodwin. Goes to Rawson on the left-hand side. It's 3-on-3 at the moment. Rawson running at the defence. He tries to go on the left-hand side. Tries to put the ball in, blocked and cleared away by Frickley. And Frickley might be able to launch a counter-attack because Stocksbridge committed quite a few men forward here. But they have slowed it down quite a bit. And the ball there's behind Lloyd Smith. Not the best pass in the world to try and put more pressure on the Steel's defence. That's not seen much of it, really. Oliver Novak looks like he might be about to come on for Stocksbridge's. This goes out to the left-hand side to Hay. Hay here, pass it into the middle now to Smith, who's trying to get his way through. Block, but goes back to Mannings. Mannings takes a shot. It's well blocked by Turner. It goes to Watson, who will look to find Davis here. And there is a counter opportunity here. Davis, with acres of space to move into. Not the quickest man in the world. Davis is going to lay it off for Watson on the right. Watson takes a shot. Well blocked by Townrow. Foiled by his former Rossington teammate. And Watson's going to go collect it in the corner. Davis has come to help him. Well, Davis will spin there, looking to try and drill a ball across there, but he's going to have to pass it back to Watson. Watson lays it off for Goodwin. Goodwin takes a shot. It's a weak one that is deflected and easily cleared away. Tinker will take the touch here, and he's going to try and carry it forward. He's going to carry it forward a decent length, and he's going to get beyond Mannings here, and he's going to get close to the corner flag, and Tinker's going to go protect it in the corner flag and do a bit of time wasting there while he's at it. It's staying in there for a while. Tinker's showing a lot of strength. Eventually loses, but it goes back to Stocksbridge. Now back to Turner here as Stocksbridge recycle play well. Take it across to Watson. Watson controls it, trying to take it beyond, but well-timed tackle by Hay, gets it away. Lemon races onto it, and Lemon will look to keep the pressure on. Lemon's got a lot of space on this right-hand side. Curling ball in, almost flicked on, and it's almost bundled in, and I think it took a bit of deflection away, and now with Elkin over on the right-hand side, who clears that one away. 88 minutes gone as Stocksbridge win it again in midfield. Turner past one man and past two men. Carries on going forward. Turner continuing. Turner takes the shot. Oh, it's so close to a goal of the season. It's a great save again from Bradbury, who's at full stretch. Turner beats two men before looking to curl it into the far corner, and Bradbury has to be at full stretch to stop it. It would have been a goal of the season if that had gone in. And here comes the next substitute. It is Oliver Novak coming on. He's going to replace Jack Watson, who's had a lively game. But Novak, who hasn't played for a few months for the first team, he's been back in the reserves. Getting more first team action for Mark Fretwell's side, which has continued to get even better in that league. And now Novak should get much time in this game, but he will get a few minutes against a physical side. And he has scored in this competition. He scored the very first goal for the Steels in this competition this season when he opened the scoring against Durton District. With Turner now. Putting the ball in, it's going to be flicked away. Novak's going to get onto it, chests it down, and he's going to have a physical battle here now with James, but he's won it out here. And he's going to get past James, who's going down the left-hand side. He slows it down, tries to go back. He's got two men on him, and he's trying to beat both of them before the tackle goes in, and it goes out for a throw. And good work from Novak immediately after coming on. Throw in here for Tinker to take. Don't know. We're getting close to that 90th minute. Throwing taken short to O'Connor, then back to Tinker. Gets it through the legs of the defender, but it's going to be collected by Elkin, who clears away, but misses by Turner, and it is now could be attack here for Frickley, but they've been slowed down really well by the returning Stocksbridge attackers, and Frickley have to return it into their own defence. Davis is a very busy man over on that left wing at the moment, trying to harass them. And now, eventually, those Stocksbridge do foul them, and Frickley will get the free kick. We're past the 90-minute mark. Now, that means nothing. We had plenty of late drama at the Grantham game, which we try not to mention too much, but unfortunately we have to sometimes. But Frickley have it back in their own defence, back with the goalkeeper, Bradbury, gets it back to town, and it's actually a bit too overhit, and it's a throw into Stocksbridge. Frickley being their own worst enemies at times. But Stocksbridge have managed this game just incredibly well since going 2-0 up. They've not really let Frickley have much of a sniff since then, and they are showing that league above class at the moment. We'll see. Just goals are so vital to games. If Frickley had equalised, I think Frickley might have gone on to it. We're going to have 5 minutes added on in this game. Ball goes across. Rawson tries to hook it over his head to cause an attack, but nothing doing there. Ball forward from Bradbury. It's going to be tricky for Tinker to judge. Tinker had to bounce it over his head, and he's just going to try and allow it to go out for a goal kick. He does. It's good play from the left back, and it's going to be a goal kick for Townsend to take. Townsend, I think, has been getting a bit bored recently since having a bit of a to-do with Jordan Lemon over a bit of some clumsy defending between the two. Best thing is they'll hug it out afterwards. And we're back with Townsend now. Who will look to get this game underway. Stockbridge went out at this stage of the competition last year on penalties to Maltby Main, and it looks like at the moment, if they can hold on for the next 4 minutes on this 2-0 lead, they will be beating that mark. To try and get the first win in this competition since 2009. But Frickley attacking, though Goodwin goes in the tackle and he's just going to boot that one away. Hay will return the header, headed on into Smith, who's looking to turn. Smith will get it onto the left-hand side to Townrow, takes shot near post. Well saved, Townsend. Stocksbridge still having to defend well in this one. Last time Stocksbridge last winning this in 2011. Do apologise. Goals beating Parkgate 3-0 in a final at Hillsborough. Corner kick to defend, though, to avoid big nerves here. Here comes the corner, looking for that far post, over the top of everyone, but Frickley get it at the end, though. Good tackle from Oliver Novak, doing some good defensive work, and it's just going to go out for a throw-in, bang next to the corner flag. Some late pressure from Frickley to Tenwith for the Steels. Townsend desperate for that clean sheet. And it's going to be a long throw from Mannings. Big long throw. Going to be flicked on and then claimed by Townsend at his near post, and he's going to drop to the ground as they look to hold on to it. Taking his time with it now, Townsend, as you can quite understand. Ball forward here, but headed away and into the midfield for Smith. Frickley actually having a nice little end to this game and just putting the Steel's defender under a bit of pressure. Ball forward. Defender, though, and Turner just can't hold on to it. Back with Frickley, and then a trip from O'Connor gives Frickley a free kick here. Almost into the 3rd minute of added time. And it was from a free kick where they got the corner, where they got the goal. This is how it started against Grantham just about 10 days ago. No. I laugh because I cry about that Grantham game. Short one taken. Spread it to James on that left-hand side. Into the middle to Smith. But he's quite deep. Tries to get past one, and then he's tripped again, this time by Curtis Davis. And it will be another free kick to Frickley. Big opportunity for them to see if they could call as well. Bit of a grandstand finish here with a minute and a half to go. Smith and James over it, and even Hayes going to go up. The only man back for Frickley is the goalkeeper. And you might as well do it because there's nothing else you can do. Smith is going to take the shot, blocked by the walls. James will be the first one onto it. The centre was racing out initially, but will then double back and said it's going to be O'Connor who goes out to get it, but the ball passed beyond him and then Stocksbridge at the tackle. And there could be a counter attack, but the long ball is actually it's going to fall perfectly for Stocksbridge. It's Davis who's going to tackle. It should be free, but the defender's got back. Here comes a shot, and it's somehow wide. Oh, God. Curtis Davis should have made it 3-0. He's gone past the keeper. He's got only one defender there, but it's one he's going to want to forget about. Not one to, Can someone go give Curtis a hug after this, please, for us? He's going to need it, I think. God. And the Frickley fans, though, will have something to cheer, as the Steels look like they are going to finish this as 2-0 winners here. 15 seconds to go on the clock. An hour clock, at least. Townsend sending it long. Rawson will head it on, but he gives a free kick by going over the top of his defender, and Bradbury will come over to take this free kick to try and cause one final moment for Frickley. One final chance for them to do something, to get a goal. Maybe there's some more time in this. I don't think there will be, but here it comes. Ball goes into the box, headed sideways, and then Frickley will put it back into the box, but booted away by Davis. And the full-time whistle will go, and Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the semi-finals of the Sheffield and Hallamshire Senior Cup for the first time since 2013. An early goal from Luke Rawson. Did it cross the line? Did it not? The referee said it did, and it would count, and then so therefore it counted. Then in the second half, Poole scored from a good finish, and that is what pretty much finished it as a contest, because the Steels controlled the game really well until then. It means a semi-final lined up away at Penistone Church. Ian Richards, for the first time since joining Stockbridge, will return to his former club. You're not going to want to miss that one. But first, we will have a game on Saturday that in the excitement of today, I completely forgot what that game actually is. I believe it's at home to Carlton Town on Saturday. Can't wait for that one, but it is the Sheffield Senior Cup match that we are looking forward to. This semi-final against Penistone, a first time to get to the final since 2011. I've been Adam Allcroft, been sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Fit and Supplier. We will see you on Saturday. Thank you very much for listening. Good night.